We are holding our weapons at ready. There's been some kind of wrestling in a nearby bush for the past minute or two. Personally, I don't feel alarmed. I don't see a point in readying weapons when nothing has given any sign of danger, especially when no other beings seem to be defensive of an entirely new species. However, Scarlet seems nervous. That's not something I expected to see, especially not on this kind of planet. Maybe she's not nervous. Maybe it's cautiousness. Aww! What are you? Oh, look at how cute you are! With your huge bulging eyes and your tiny feet. Oh, shh. Don't be afraid. Here, have some melon. Oh, there you go. You're just a cute, huge, fuzzy giant, aren't you?
Security tape 0003, breach.
Hey Cap, going to run something by you. Just a heads up.
Oh no. What is it?
Sheldon is off the wall. I said something that upset him, and now he's spiraling in this annoyingly nice way.
Wait. What happened?
All I did was tell him I didn't think our personalities meshed well. And
No.
What?
You can't say something like that to Sheldon.
You're joking, right? That is maybe the most mild thing you could possibly say to someone.
I know. But Sheldon can't handle even the slightest form of someone disliking him. He loves to love people, and he feeds off of the returns. When did this happen?
A few hours ago. Just saw you and I thought I'd mention it.
Good call. We're going to have to do damage control here. He really can't cope with stuff like this.
Stuff like this? There are real problems in the universe, you know?
This is a real problem for him.
Well, he's going to have to learn to cope with it.
Mahana, you know I respect you and your convictions, but can you please just tell him you're sorry and that you'll be his friend?
You're joking.
Come on, it won't hurt anything. And it'll save us all the chaos of him trying to win you back.
You think he's going to do that?
Oh, you'd better brace yourself.
Why can't he just get over it?
It's just not who he is. Why can't you just get over it and apologize?
I haven't done anything wrong.
Mahana, listen. I know this, you know this, we all know this, but I need my doctor to be fully functioning and focused. If not for him, do it for me.
It's not my fault he's so distraught over nothing that he can't do his job.
No, it's not, but if it happens, it is what it is. He can't help being so affected by people being so sensitive. He probably hates it.
He doesn't hate anything.
Just apologize to him, Mahana, and save us all some trouble.
I won't, sorry. This crew's crazy.
Oh, you aren't wrong.
Speaking of the insanity of this crew, you and Santiago really make quite a pair.
Yeah, I hate that guy.
I know. You said I hate you to him over the intercom yesterday. You know that intercom, the one that broadcasts to the entire ship?
It was a moment of professional weakness.
Right. Speaking of broadcast, I really enjoyed his rendition of Don't Stop Me Now at 3 a.m. this morning.
Yeah, I know. I need to talk to him about professionalism. He can still afford to mess around, but as captain, I have to be on top of everything. I can't do that anymore.
And you're jealous.
Maybe a little. Anyway, getting back to the point. Just please take one for the team here and tell Sheldon you'll be his friend.
But I don't want to be.
Listen, I know you dislike him.
I think he's a danger to the mission.
What?
I think that the way he carelessly tosses out advice is dangerous. He doesn't tell people what is right. He tells them what they want to hear. And if what they wanted to hear was treasonous, he would encourage them as long as it made them feel good.
I think you should be careful, my friend.
What does that mean?
It means that I think you should ensure that before making a claim that implies your crewmate is treasonous, you really mean it and are not confusing a personal dislike of a personality with a malicious intent toward the mission. No, I'm right.
Shut up. Shut up, Captain.
That's better. Go be friends with Sheldon.
I take back calling him a traitor. I still think he's obnoxious.
No, you don't.
He's obnoxious.
His name is Griffith. That's what I've decided. Griffith is just the sweetest. He's like, okay, if a polar bear and a giraffe were mixed together, but they had the eyes of a pug. So he's like a puggrapher. Do I get to name species?
Security tape 0043, parlor room.
Hello again. Thanks for meeting up with me.
Listen, we don't get along, and it is what it is. Can we just agree to disagree on this?
No, I mean, I understand your point of view. I do. But I just don't understand the problem.
There is no problem. It's not a problem. I don't hate you. I'm not mad at you. I just don't think we gain anything from each other by being anything other than co-workers. It is what it is.
There has to be someone we can change that.
That's the thing, Sheldon. There doesn't have to be, and there really isn't.
Listen, why don't we just get some lunch or something and talk it over? It doesn't have to be today. Even just whenever you have time. I think it would do us good to talk things through.
There are no things to talk through.
Then could you maybe just explain what you don't like about me?
I really don't think that's productive.
Well, maybe it's something I can fix.
You don't need to fix anything.
I'd like to know nevertheless.
You give awful advice for one thing.
I've never given you advice before.
Because I never needed it. And I wouldn't want it from you. You tell people what they want to hear, not what they need to. That's problematic.
Mahana, just because we give advice in different ways doesn't make one better than the other.
It's dangerous.
Dangerous? I don't think that's dangerous. You know, I don't always appreciate the way you talk to people. I mean, but that doesn't mean I dislike you. I just disagree with you. I mean, there's a difference there, you know? Like, I think we both are good at giving different types of advice. In a way, we will both make a great team. I start off by comforting them and making them feel better, and you can just give them some practicality. It's two sides of the same coin in a sense.
We are not going to start an advice column, Sheldon.
I wasn't suggesting that. Unless you want to.
Can you just accept that we are co-workers and not friends? Please? I don't mind working with you at all, but I don't want to hang out with you after. Is that a crime?
No. I just want to know what I can do to change your mind about me.
Listen to me, Sheldon. Nothing you do will change the fact that I cannot get along with you. That's that.
All right.
All right.
I accept that.
You will?
Yes.
You're not just saying that.
I'm not. I'll accept it for now.
You know what? That's good enough for me. For now.
I'll see you around.
At work.
At work.
Eliana. That's all she said. Eliana. That name sounds familiar somehow. I've heard it before somewhere. I don't think Scarlett was aware I heard her say it. I don't think she meant to say it, but she did. She said Eliana while looking at the large jet-black cloud that mushroomed over the top of the valley at least 20 miles away from where we first met Griffith. Ezra Ortiz was the first one who pointed it out. Scarlett was busy being slobbered on by another one of Griffith's companions. She had seemed happy until she saw the cloud. She immediately ordered us to use our wrist ports to transport back to the ship. Melinda asked what it was. I think we all expected Scarlett to say something along the lines of, "Don't question my orders, cadet," or one more remark like that and you'll stay on this planet and find out. But instead she just regarded us like toddlers. Like there was some kind of knowledge she had but we didn't. Like she wished she still didn't know. It wasn't condescending. It was sympathetic. The planet's defense system. We've overstayed our welcome. We didn't question her after that. We each transported to the ship one by one, according to roll call, Scarlett transporting last. There was something in her voice. No, the opposite. There was something vacant in her voice, in her features. Something in that final statement, like it was rehearsed. Like it was rehearsed and she was tired of this play that she didn't even want to be a part of in the first place. There was something dishonest about those words. I guess I'm saying I don't buy this whole defense system bullcrap. I think something else is going on and I'm going to find out what.
Anubis was created by Hailey Hayes and Sara Gilbert and produced by Hailey Hayes. This episode was written by Hailey Hayes and Sara Gilbert. The voice of Avaloo is Hailey Hayes. The voice of Sheldon is Wigymbert Dieujuste. Tabitha is voiced by Hana Wu. The voice of Kamaal is Omar Amir. Mahana is voiced by Craig Warmsley.